What is going on, guys? BriarRabbit here. I gotta apologize for my voice. I've been a little bit sick lately. I am on the mend, but unfortunately my voice is the last thing coming back. So today I want to talk about Don't Touch Me. This piece of armor, this is something that Xur sold last weekend. This piece of armor has become my favorite piece of armor in this game. It's an exotic piece that Xur sold last weekend. It's for the Hunter class, and I am not excluding this to just the Hunter class. I love this piece of armor so much that I'm willing to say it is my favorite piece of armor in this game. So first of all, it looks really cool. It's got a very unique look to it. But let's talk about the perk. The main perk that this thing has is called Defensive Reflex. And what this allows you to do is anytime you take damage from a melee attack, it makes you briefly invisible. Now the standard duration for this is about 3 to 4 seconds. It's pretty quick. But it also stacks with Shadowjack, which is a trait for the Blade Dancer, or a perk for your Blade Dancer subclass. When you combine these two things, you are invisible for about 7 or 8 seconds every time you get meleeed. Now, you're watching gameplay from the first part of this raid, which I am doing solo. And I'm not cheesing this. This is not like some kind of cheese method. This is me just running through the first part of the raid using something that Bungie made available through this armor. And it is phenomenal. Frankly, I think that they're going to have to nerf it, because it makes so many encounters in so many situations so easy that it's overpowered. Being invisible for this amount of time is completely overpowered. So the other thing about combining this perk with Shadowjack is that by the time the cooldown is up for your defensive reflex, going invisible again, you are just coming out of invisibility. So you just chain invisibility over and over and over again. Now, my previous favorite two pieces were Obsidian Mind and Ruin Wings. Obsidian Mind gives you basically unlimited supers for your Warlock, and Ruin Wings gives you basically unlimited heavy ammo for your Titan. And I love both of those because you just become a damage machine with either one of those. It's wicked fun. But with this, it just opens up so many possibilities for soloing so many things with a Hunter. Now, obviously, if you are playing a Nightfall with light switch enabled, you got to be damn careful that anything that melees you can't kill you in one shot. But as long as it can't, I mean, everything just opens up to become so much easier. It really is my favorite piece of armor in this game. In this raid, in Crota's End raid, there are so many opportunities for this to be invaluable. Obviously, you're watching gameplay of the very first part of this raid. Also, the bridge crossing where you actually have to fight the gatekeeper, again, it's very easy because if he does get a hit on you while you're carrying the sword, you go invisible and he loses you, and that just opens his back up to you. When you're actually fighting Crota, when you go down into the pit to get the sword, if a thrall happens to melee you, you are then invisible and can just jump directly up to Crota while your team damages him. So you're just sitting there waiting for him to take a knee. It's actually a better idea to get hit by a thrall while you're down in the pit than not to. I swear to God, this is the most amazing piece of armor I've ever had. So, unfortunately, Xur is gone. He's no longer selling this. I wish I had made this video while he was still in the tower selling this item, because it is such a good piece. If you have a Hunter, I highly recommend picking this up the next time Xur has it. Hopefully you did pick it up when Xur had it last week. If you don't have a Hunter but you plan on making one, definitely buy this piece of armor. It is phenomenal. It really is an OP piece of armor. So let me talk about some of the other perks it has, because those are really good as well. It's got Special Weapon Loader, increases the reload speed of all special weapons. Of course, that's going to be valuable. If you're using Black Hammer with its 3-round magazine, if you're using any special weapon, you know, whatever you're doing, having a fast reload speed on special weapons is always going to be a plus, unless you're just solely an Icebreaker user. Then it's basically a wasted perk. Inverse Shadow, increased super energy gained from killing minions in darkness. So not only are you invisible all the time, making it very difficult for the minions in darkness to kill you, but when you do kill them, you are just amping up the speed at which you gain super energy. It is a really good piece of armor. Like, it's stunningly fun to use too, because As you can see, I've walked through this entire section of the raid solo without cheesing basically anything. Yeah, I'm standing up on top of this rock, but I mean, if standing up on a rock gets you away from melee hits, I don't find that to be cheesing. And yeah, I was invisible for most of it, but that was using a perk that Bungie provided from Xur, like right when the Dark Below released. So I don't find that to be cheesing at all. This is a really amazing piece of armor. I highly recommend picking this up if Xur sells it again at the tower. It is that good. PvP, forget about it. It's no good for PvP. It is purely a PvE perk, but it is an amazing one. It has, honestly, it's become my favorite perk for PvE. You can see that I actually didn't see that bridge was formed yet. I couldn't tell from way back there. But once I did, again, I go invisible. I take one melee hit, I go invisible, and I just run across here. These trolls have no idea where I am. It's seriously, it is without a doubt one of my favorite perks on any piece of armor so far. Fortunately, I don't have the raid helmet yet, so I can't get to level 32 while using these. So I'm really hoping that next week I'll get the Hunter raid helmet, and that will get me up to 32 using these gauntlets. I have currently 41 radiant shards. I need 42 to get up to level 32. Unfortunately, not yet, but hopefully soon. So thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like button if you like this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.